Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is July 2nd, and I am going to be using this pen from my Color Combos Pinterest board. It's reds and golds and we're gonna call that khaki. And then I'm also going to be using my Christmas in July Kit with Style. This is probably the smallest Kit I've ever made, you guys. But that's what I'm working with. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I am flipping through the Together for Christmas project pad. This is pink paisley, which is under the American Crafts umbrella, in case you didn't know. I'm pretty sure they aren't making products under the pink paisley brand anymore, which is kind of sad, actually. I pull out I know it's supposed to be like a golden color, but it reminds me of khaki, so I'm going to call it khaki. I pull out that solid color, and then I'm also pulling out this red and gold pattern paper. Now, originally I was going to scrapbook the ticket stubs from when we saw Star Wars on Christmas Day. However, I decided to scrapbook these two photos of me and my husband. One is a selfie and one is of him in my blue chair. That is my blue chair, people. Like, my chair. And every time I turn around, somebody else is in it. It's just the way it is. I do have to say, most Thursday mornings when I don't work, that is usually my day off, I go down and sit in my blue chair and have a cup of coffee and read. So that does happen. Now, originally for this layout, I was thinking that I would be kind of clustering the two photos and the Merry and Bright together into one cluster. And then I thought, you know what? What if I trim them down? So I trimmed down the photos down to 4x4, and then I also trimmed down the card down to 4x4. So then I was like, okay, am I going to have these vertically? And I was like, nope, we're going to do a grid style layout. So I trim down the red and gold paper to 10 by 10. And what that is going to do is give me a good thick border around the outside of the layout. Now I do keep the two red scraps. They are, it's a 2-inch piece of paper, a long 2-inch piece of paper. And I am working within my kit, so I am keeping it. So go ahead, figure out where I want it to lay on the paper and go ahead and place it down. I am going to put these photos and the card down. Lana and I started watching a new bad television show, so I am a little bit distracted while I am making this layout. And it is at double time, so just imagine how slow I was while I was, kind of watching the television. So, while I am figuring out where the grid is going to go exactly, and I actually do move the photo of me and my husband, I switched them around. I put him up at the top because, I love him. And I just thought, usually if there's a photo of me and someone else, I usually don't put me in the prominent position. But I just felt like the way he was angled, it just looked better this way. Most of the time you want your people looking into the page. That is a design theory. Sometimes I follow that, sometimes I don't, but in this case, it just looks better with him facing into the page rather than looking off of the page. So I was going to introduce another color. I was going to bring in the green, but there really wasn't any green on my color scheme off of my Pinterest pen. So I was like, nope, screw that. We're not going to do that. And then I'm going to put that off to the side. Instead, I've used the golden snowflake and little thingy here as a decoration. So, bad television. Lana and I like to watch bad television. And I don't mean bad television like... I don't mean bad television... I don't know how to describe it. It's just like... it's like guilty pleasure television, kind of. You know how some people are just really into Real Housewives? I consider that bad television, but I'm not into Real Housewives. We watch bad television on Netflix, and we just like that kind of weird stuff together. So, yeah, I don't know really how to describe it, but I'm definitely going to miss Lana when she goes to college in the fall, because now I won't have anyone to watch bad television with. So she won't be across from me doing her coloring with her alcohol markers and such things. She'll be off in Florida with Chloe, I guess, really beginning her adult life. So, yeah, we're getting in all the bad television while we can. And that's just the way it is. I decided to add on that gold sticker that says together. So my title is Merry and Bright Together. You might think that's lame. You might think it's crazy. But you know what? I like it. So we're going with that. Now, I decided that I didn't want to bring in another square for my grid. So I went into my stash and brought out this little doily. It's a 4-inch doily. I feel like I need to get some more 4-inch doilies because I love them. And then I'm going to use that as the last bit of my grid. Now, I really thought that I wanted to bring in some of these planner stickers. I mean, let's face it, these are planner stickers. But, you know, every time I try to use a planner and decorate it, it fails. So, you know, I use planner stickers in my scrapbooking. Now, I was going to bring in that 3-star paper right here. I thought I could overlap it over the doily and make a cluster somehow, but I really wasn't feeling it. It just didn't feel right. I did add that little snowflake tab up at the top underneath of my photo, though. I even thought about bringing in the washi tape, but it had green on it, and, you know, I wasn't introducing green with the wreath, so why should I introduce green with the washi tape? Instead, I found some of these wooden Christmas trees, and I decided that I was going to overlap them. I like the smaller one over top of the larger one like this, and then I thought, you know what? I'm going to emboss one of them and make them gold. So I grab my embossing stuff. I have a pair of tweezers. I have my Brutus Monroe embossing powder in Gilded, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous gold. I'm also using my Brutus Monroe embossing ink. And then I'm holding the Christmas tree with my tweezers. And it doesn't, like, it works all the way till the end when I finish heat embossing it. And, like, did you see it? It popped off. Like, it popped off and flew. And I actually had to cut out a portion of the video because I didn't know where my Christmas tree flew. Like, it just flew off to the side. It wasn't on the ground. It didn't land on the shelf. I had to go through my one Raskog cart because it had fallen in there. So, there it is. But nothing happened to it. I was actually afraid that the embossing powder was going to be off of it because I was like, oh no, what happens if it didn't have enough time to cool off? But apparently it did. So I am going to overlap them here. Oh, my nose is unclogging. Still clogged a little bit, but it's unclogging. That's beautiful. So I am going to go ahead and put those Christmas trees on the doily, and then I was going to bring in that dark brown wood grain paper, but ultimately decided against it. And I bring in this label. It is from the Scrapbook.com sticker book from last year, but this sticker book I did not use at all last year because everything in it, well, maybe I might have used something in it, maybe. I don't remember. But I know that I didn't use any of the words or the labels because they all had gold on them. I'm just flipping through to see. They all had gold on them. Looks like I have used some of the gold letter stickers. But I don't think that was not for my December album. So I got this from scrapbook.com. it had gold on it. I did exclusively silver in my Christmas album last year, so I have this great sticker book that needs to be used. So I used a label, and then I also used a Merry Christmas tiny word and put that inside the label. And then I'm going to make sure that this is adhered down, and then I'm going to use those little tiny puffy stickers from Echo Park. So I have these tiny little stars, and I just decided to sprinkle them up here around the Christmas trees, just kind of bring in that red color a little bit to the forefront of the layout a little bit more. And then I'm going to throw my journaling down directly on the doily. I am using a black Muji pen. I love me a Muji pen. If you are interested in Muji pens, I do have a link down below to Amazon. You also, if you have a Muji store around you, it's a super fun store to go into. There's one in San Jose, which is a little bit of a drive, but not too bad. So I haven't been since last January. Last January was it, I think. So I feel like I want to go again. So I'm just journaling about Christmas morning and just really being happy together on Christmas morning, and just how my husband has really embraced Christmas. Growing up, they didn't have a Christmas tree or stockings or anything like that. They opened presents and things, but it wasn't like Christmas. So he's totally embraced Christmas. So there it is, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out everyone who is playing along down below. And then I will see you guys again real soon for another video.